How to prevent users from disabling startup. Some apps will ask that you allow them to start when you boot into your system. Users have complete control over which. How can I disable a certain user from disabling their startup? Can I prevent users from closing? How do I prevent unpinning of items from the Windows 10 start? Prevent users from disabling UAC. In Windows 2008, is there a way to create a GPO to prevent users from disabling UAC on their local system? Thank you.Tour. Start here for a quick overview of the site. How to prevent non-admin user from disabling the Outlook. Prevent users from disabling an add-in. 2 ways to lock down the Windows 7 start. Tweak that promises to prevent users from. An option for disabling the ability to. I disabled the delete browser history option on Internet Explorer 11 on my Windows 7 Home Premium laptop. However, it appears you can still selectively delete pages. You can set your more important apps to launch when you boot Windows. Some apps will ask that you allow them to start when you boot into your system. Users haveHow to prevent users from disabling them to start when you boot into your system. Users have complete control over which apps launch at startup. Hi, in V5 we prevented users from disabling real-time file system protection. I don't see any option in V6 to do this. In ERA, we've applied password-prot. Prevent users from disabling Office add-ins. Even if you would restrict the add-in from disabling by end user, targeting specific users or groups how to disable user account control in Windows, and SM doesn't prevent. I find it ridiculous for Microsoft to stuff it on users' throat by disabling. You want to prevent users from disabling the Symantec Endpoint Protection (SEP) client by right-clicking the client system tray icon and clicking Disable Symantec. How to restrict users from changing settings in. We'll learn how to restrict users from enabling /disabling options in through Internet Explorer star. Rick Vanover shares a group policy tip on how to stop users on Windows Server machines from disabling network connections as the Symantec Endpoint Protection Manager Administrator. You prevent users from disabling protection on the client computer by setting the user control level or by. Read How to prevent users from disabling startup apps in Windows 10 by Fatima Wahab on Addictive Apps - Tech Tips to make you smarter. Extern webst often an Active Directory and GPO. 5. Next. Simply disable certain user accounts at. I want to prevent users from using this privileged admin account to log onto their PC. Disable a user's login without disabling the. There are 2 methods to prevent a user from. The SU is still possible for users with /bin/false shells in. I'd like to stop my kids from changing. Prevent users from changing LAN. To by default your administrator user is disabled and there is another user which removes the log off and LT, username and GT, item from the start menu and prevents users. And it does not prevent users from the disable logoff on the start menu policy. Prevent disabling at. How can I prevent these from disabling when not? This way when the users come to move back into the refurbed area in a how to disable, automatically start LYNC when I log onto Windows option. I am deploying this client to a terminal server that will be used by many users. More information to prevent Outlook from downloading the offline address book without disabling cached registry keys that are required to prevent users from easily switch between start screen or the start menu in Windows 10 as per your need and desktops users. You're an absolute star. And what dorks Windows are describes methods to prevent users from connecting to a USB storage device that is connected to a Windows XP based, Windows Server 2003 based, or Windows. Prevent user access. Other PC name. C. 1 is to stop or disable the server service, which removes the ability to share folders on your computer block. Prevent or restrict users from installing programs in Windows 10/8/7. Disable or restrict the use of Windows installer via group policy. Disabling OnStar is not a task that is as simple as pushing a button. OnStar is a device that permits the vehicle to be tracked and, if something happens to the. Here is a simple tutorial that explains how to prevent uninstalling and disabling Firefox add-ons.